What's going on, you guys? It's your guy, Senpai Ry, and as promised, here finally is my Ash Showcase video. Now, we all remember, especially if y'all have been keeping up with my channel, about how I woke up for the 5:30 in the morning new update for KoF, and I pulled for Ash, got him within 2 pulls, and also completely maxed out everything that he had to offer on video within an hour of his banner first initially dropping. From there, I put Ash on the shelf and have been playing predominantly with Lady Mr. Big. Then Baseball Vanessa came out of the blue, and I put a low level 80 Vanessa with no battle card versus Demon Shizuru video out yesterday. And I mean, just the content keeps stockpiling on top of me in this game, and I'm trying my best, you guys. I really am. Please forgive me. But on a serious note, I really am, and I'm a man of my word, so here's the Ash video. So let's dive right in. Y'all ready? Good deal. Let's do this, y'all. Okay, so once again, you guys, as y'all know, Ash is a green defense type, and his leadership increases green element fighters' attack by 45% and power charge rate by 20%. That is actually a damn good leader skill for green elemental fighters. Not only that, but I mean, I do have a nice set on Ash right now, but also as far as attack goes, for a defensive type unit, Ash is top tier. He's probably one, if not the strongest, or has the most amount of attack as far as any other defense character out as of now. And also, interestingly enough, his cores, they can make him the most dreaded opponent ever, depending on who you have, or he can be a pushover. And also, as well as with all other characters, it's not exactly the character, it's how you work that character. Like with nice cars, I mean, you can have the nicest car in the world, but if you're dog shit as a driver, then I mean, might as well be a paperweight, right? So let's dive right into his noteworthy cores. He has a nice skill enhanced strike to his strike skills, which are 2 out of his 3 active skills. He has a decent crit rate boost, not substantial. Interestingly enough, he has over 1,000 attack and 1,500 defense increase, and now his extremely noteworthy specific cores are his Sashrotote, which increase attack equal to 42% of defense for 10 seconds upon attacking burned, poisoned, or bleeding enemies. So even if you have a special striker that can inflict any one of these status ailments, he will get the initial 42% raised attack based off his defense stat with his Sashrotote core. Now, his other noteworthy core is Sneering Flame, and what that does is it you gain super armor for 5 seconds when attacked while you're in the burned, poisoned, or bleeding state, with a cooldown of 7 seconds. Now, this is, especially if you're playing against Ash, a nightmare. Say if you're using Kyo, which I found that out the hard way. I had Kyo decked out with a light and dark set, and Ash made a mockery of him. It was embarrassing how bad Ash beat me when I was rocking Kyo, just because of this Sneering Flame effect. Not only that, but I mean, he also does work against Lady Mr. Big, even though Lady Mr. Big is super effective being a red unit against Ash being a green unit. It's almost an even fight. It's a very good fight every time I'm trying to do, say, League or Infinite Fight, and I choose Lady Mr. Big, and I go up against the Nash. I mean, it's almost an even playing field. Now, also, he does magnificent work against any kind of Sam Show collab characters because they all have their associated bleed effects, which will in turn give him 5 seconds of super armor whenever they use a skill set to make him bleed and then attack him afterwards. So, as stated earlier, Ash is an interesting situational character. There are better ones out there, but his kit makes him very unique and very powerful, to say the least. His core stat effects include attack, defense, and crit rate, and also, let's move right into skills, you guys. So, his first skill, his Ventose, which this is the one that, interestingly enough, gives him damage immunity, which is phenomenal, meta in every sense of the word, and it's a little slow-moving fireball that in a lot of instances, especially in PvP, if there's between a sweep and a long distance between me and my opponent, I'll fire this one off, giving me the damage immunity, and then I'll micro dash into it, and if they want to attack me, they're going to suffer a little bit of damage too, and I'll usually be immune to their damage, and it'll prop them up in the air, and then I could go into a skill 2 or skill 3 from there. Speaking of which, skill 2 is his Germinal Caprice, and essentially what that does is it increases HP recovery by 50% for 7 seconds upon landing skill, decreases target's HP recovery by 50% for 7 seconds. Now, it says target, so in PvP, it's not going to be as useful as in PvE, but that's essentially where Ash is going to shine the most. Situationally in PvP, but mostly in PvE, where he can just dominate adds, bosses, he has a massive amount of heal in his kit and survivability. Next, we have his skill 3, which is his Pluviose, which inflicts damage equal to 32%, and that is not his skill 3, that is his super move. Excuse me, you guys, let's go up just a little bit more. His Nervose is his skill 3, and that essentially is his little straight body cartwheel that he likes to do, and what that does is it recovers HP by 1% every 1 second for 5 seconds, so 5% of your HP over 5 seconds totaling, and it deals burn damage equal to 30% of attack to target every 1 second for 5-second duration upon landing a skill. So you're going to be setting your opponents ablaze pretty frequently after this gets activated, especially influencing your other skills, and it will recover roughly 5% of your HP. So he actually has a pretty damn decent kit when it comes to healing and burn capabilities and damage immunity, while also being able to have his core effects either giving him more attack based on 42% of his defense influenced by his Sasher Tote, or in his Sneering Flame he will gain super armor for 5 seconds when he is attacked in a burning, poisoned, or bleeding state. Mrs. Crimson, you need to behave yourself. So, all those, as far as most people are concerned, are just words. And what are words unless you have the cojones to back them up? So, let's dive right into PvP and see if Ash is worth the hype or fated to just disappear in mediocrity. Bum, bum, bum! Ooh, I love the way he does his little hand gesture. Very whimsical. And in this corner, we have our very own direct descendant of Lord Psyche, the OG thief of Chizur's Yatamura and Iori's Purple Flame, a young man who doesn't need to eat ice cream cones in the middle of winter while practicing for his J-pop band with Kula and Shion to stay cool. They won the only Ash Crimson! Alright. Luckily I had free geese while I was talking some nonsense in the background and I was fighting because I didn't really have to pay too much attention. Just half-heartedly playing. I mean, they hate me in League right now, especially because it's defense types only, and I would personally shit a brick if I looked across the screen and saw Ash and Lady Mr. Big, especially if I was rocking with, say, Rimururu or, anybody. God, I don't usually rock like this, y'all. I mean, I usually keep one top tier unit, one medium, probably gold border unit, and a bronze border unit whenever I play on the regular. But I mean, this is a showcase video, so I mean, there has to be a level of mutilation in effect for me to prove this point. God damn it. Yeah, Ash is too much right now. He needs to calm down. He's at like an 11. He needs to turn it down to like a 3. All right, finish him. But I mean, I talked about floaty characters earlier in a different video. I mean, Ash does have a wonderful kit, and as stated, he's great at PvE, but PvP, situational. Very, very situational. God. Okay, you guys, I know that this isn't a proper showcase of how great he actually is at PvP. So, I mean, I'm going to switch it out of League after this final match because, I mean, I almost hear circus music in the background while I'm just destroying everything in my path. But I mean, it's not a great showcase of the character at that point, just because of the fact that, I mean, if I'm lucky, I'll see another Ash or Lady Mr. Big, but it's like fishing at this point. It really is, because I mean, I keep on snagging a bunch of minnows right now in the form of Vice or Halloween Hydrant or nah. Nice grab. Miss. Come on, let me build that 5 tier up. I could finish. There we go. For some reason, I have had a lot of bad luck with this super move. Like, I miss a lot. Even when the character is, say, directly in front of me, I still can't catch him in a lot of situations. I mean, they're not on the ground flat. I try to bounce them a couple of times and catch them midair. I mean, I have bad luck catching people with Ash's finisher. Alrighty, there we go. Now, a proper test of one's will. Finally, I mean, god damn it. League is usually fun, but not so much when it's defense only, and defense sucks when it comes to units right now for the most part. Oh, get him, Whip! Pull out the side piece on him. That just screams anime. An ancient 17th century samurai versus modern military woman with... Okay. You cut my fireball and stunned me off of that one? Okay. Luckily, you are being messed up by my sneering clown ability. Whenever you attack me and make me bleed, I will make you bleed right back. How? How will I do it? How? I don't know. How? Maru. Genjiro. You had a nice little Sam Show team. Trying to thrive off of that 55% attack increase. Not today, though, Junior. Hit you with a 2-piece flip combo. Boop, boop. Let me wipe my feet on your face. I do that on purpose. Like, whenever I see somebody about to die, it's like a taunt thing, I guess. I keep on hitting the basic attack button, and then it looks like he's wiping Ash looks like he's wiping his feet on their face, because he ends with that little kick right there. It's funny. You'll either see me do that or excessively block. Alright, I saved up for the 5 PG. Let's see if I can hit him. Thank God it hit him that time. Mirror match attack! Activate! Could not withstand. You're just a clone, like Zero. That's why I reduced you to 0. Behold the power of Ash Crimson. Mwahaha. Au revoir. Alrighty. For this Antagonists Unite video, I have, of course, Neskio, fully maxed out, cored out, capsuled out, light dark set. And who do we have here? Ash? Oh shit, hold on. How did he deflect my grab? Oh, that core effect, what's it called? Sneering Flame? Get out of here, Steve-O. This is serious, hold on. He's messing up my video. Let me get out of here. I can't grab him, because whenever he's on fire, I can't grab somebody with super armor. Wow, hold on. Okay, now I gotta make... And his fireball's too powerful. How did his fireball and my power wave not nullify each other? It just ate my fireball like a fat kid watching Jenny Craig with a giant cupcake in his lap. Why? Alright. Okay, Terry. Finish her up. I don't even know if I could use this video anymore at this point. God damn it. Like, learn something every day. I mean, I have heard literature about Ash's core effect that gives him super armor for, I think, 5 seconds whenever he is attacked. I think when burned, poisoned, and something else. But Jesus Christ, I couldn't grab him because obviously you can't grab people with super armor, and he just did work on me. And I had the most powerful set in the game as of now on Kyo. Might as well finish this with a bang. Double super move. The power of the 3 PG is real. Finger guns up in the air. Holster them bad boys, Terry. You on right now, boy. Alright. What's next? Okay, to round this video up, let's finish up the Nest Saga story on expert mode with Ash Crimson. Let's go double Ash. I mean, Ash showcase video. I mean, he is the man of the hour, so might as well see what he can do. In PvE. In PvP, he's actually pretty powerful, especially based against the right team. And once again, this is expert mode, the new Nest Saga story. Throw a bow at him. Throw that elbow. This is, in my opinion, where Ash shines the most in PvE, because I mean, his kit is made for him to be a monstrous tank of a healing and damage absorption type of character. So I mean, in PvP, you try to do as much damage as possible, hopefully kill him within 3 active skills. You know, most people rock the cooldown cards, and that's it. DPS as much as you can per instance encounter, and just wreck face at that point. But PvE, I mean, Ash has amazing longevity, and I hope to... what did I not use? Did not use a supporter. And I hope to actually show off his abilities in the next few bouts. I'm going to take on the next 2 missions on top of the one I just completed. And usually for the 3rd mission, what they usually have is 3 main characters versus your team of however many. And I usually like to go in solo because in a lot of instances they have precautionary status that you have to meet, say 10 hits or less. And if you're running around and you have 2 AIs on your team that are just halfway retarded, I mean, it's hard to meet that criteria otherwise. But as far as Ash goes, he's a great character, and he is going to be an excellent asset to my green auto battle team in PvE. And his skills are fun, but y'all know once again how I feel about floaty characters. Not my cup of tea. I mean, they could have the most amazing cores in the world, but if I don't mesh well with the way they move or the way they fight, skill set, any of the above, I mean, it just doesn't feel right whenever I utilize that character. And unfortunately, once again, heavily my opinion, let me get that green supporter win. Get him, Jin. I'll just sit here, block a couple times just in case. And I mean, I stated before, my type of fighter is a Terry Bogard, a Keo, Lady Mr. Big, Vanessa. I mean that those are all quick, fast-hitting characters that get to the business and then GTF out of dodge. You know, I mean, that's my playstyle. I'm an extremely aggressive player, and after a move set, I don't need my character to just be floating in the air like a goddamn ballerina while I'm just waiting on the skill cooldown to actually take place. I mean, that might fit some people's playstyle, but personally not mine. I like a little bit medium to heavier weighted characters that whenever you hit something, they know they got hit by something. Something. Maybe a little something. You know how that goes. Okay, let me try to cluster all these fools together and combo away. Okay, right now, I think, King has tagged me once or twice. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. It misses. Good God, I don't know if it's a problem with the actual coding of the move in its entirety, but that is the only super move that, on a semi-consistent level, I miss. I mean, on paper, it looks like it has a ginormous hitbox, but I mean, they have to be lined up perfect for you to actually capitalize on it. That drives me crazy. But then again, it does a lot of hits when it does connect, so good with a bad, I guess you would call it. Okay. 400 XP. That's actually a lot for a single story mission. I'm not complaining about that even a little. Once again, this has been Senpai Ry, and thank you guys for tuning into my channel, and I hope that y'all have enjoyed the content that I've been putting out lately. And also, now that I have Lady Mr. Big up to level 90, completely capped and cored out, I will do a more proper showcase video on her in the very near future. And I'm also keeping my baseball Vanessa as a little side piece project. And I will also put some content out on her, including a more proper showcase as well. So please make sure that you hit that button. Not that button, but the button that kind of looks like it on the side of the screen to like and subscribe to my material. And just a preliminary Easter egg that I hid a little bit earlier on in the video where you saw my Neskio's face getting wrecked by Ash. I'm getting close to 100 subscribers, and I know that for most people that especially create content on YouTube, that's just a drop of water in the bucket to most people. That's a throwback. Oh, 100 subscribers, that's nothing, bro. Well, to me, that's a lot. That's actually, to a degree, validation for all the hard work that I've been putting in. So I was going to put together a special new segment called Antagonists Unite, and also its counterpart, Protagonists Unite, and it's just going to be some raw, unadulterated PvP footage. Because, I mean, what do I enjoy more, PvP or PvE? I like the competition, you guys. I mean, competition drives me to do better in whatever craft I'm working on, whether it's video games, whether it's sports, whether it's life. So I just thought that I'd bring some of that joy into the realm of everybody's happiness, I guess you would call it. Well, in order for me to stop talking and not make this video like an hour long, I'm gonna do exactly that, stop talking. So, once again, I hope that you have enjoyed my material. Please like and subscribe once again. And I hope that you have a great day, and I'll see y'all next time. And don't forget, stay violent, mi amigos. Haha.